my boss.
How are you?
I brought him here.
Thank you.
So state your issue again, please.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Hear.
My daughter was emancipated on Christmas Day 2013.
2013.
Correct. So this support magistrate rewrites the order. She makes the order for 2 children when my daughter was already 21 years and 9 months. Then she assesses arrears back before the date of petition. I have a stipulation settlement. I'm divorced. Okay? It waives support collections unit. Let's forget about that. My daughter was already emancipated by law. Every dollar that was taken over my son is supposed to be credited towards me. Right now, they're freezing my bank account, claiming I owe all this back money, when in reality, they probably owe me money. Okay, and I can't keep fighting through correspondence with people because my bank account's frozen again. I got to be able to feed my wife and my pets. I mean, and they're taking $36.75 out of my pension already, ma'am. And sir, I mean, I got to get a credit. So they're claiming I owe $15,000 right now. In 2014, my son is the only one that's for child support. 2015, he was the only one. They were collecting $36.75 for 11 months in 2015 and $24.50 for 1 month. That was $42,000. Now, we're going to go by the figures that she went by. 17% of...
I'm sorry. I got to peg it.
Go ahead.
You remember what I told you in there?
What?
That all this issue you're talking about is a court issue.
But it's not.
Wait now. Wait. Listen to me, sir. You see all this thing you're talking about is a court issue. When I read your notes, the note said when the judge made the original order, the judge didn't divide. You know what that means? Your order was not allocated. If you waited up to...
Are we talking about the support magistrate?
Yeah.
She's not a judge.
Whoever wrote the order, listen to what I'm telling you, then you understand what I'm talking about. You see, you have 2 children. When the support magistrate, like you said, wrote that order, they said not allocated, which means they didn't say this amount.
Where's this order? Because I never seen it.
I just read it.
So you guys have one order and I have another?
No, it's the same order.
Well, I never seen it.
You have a file. What is in your file? You don't have a copy of
I have
any
a lot
of
of
the
files. No, I don't. I only have that one file, the 3 pages.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, so that you can know exactly what is in your order. You know the court that wrote the order, right? Which court? Which county? Like Manhattan, Queens. Beautiful. You go into Queens, go to the record room. It's in the basement. Tell them to please give you a copy of all the orders in existence.
I do. There is none. I have it with me. There is none.
There is none.
There's none registered.
Wait. So that means what we're enforcing is a Supreme Court order from the divorce, right?
That's what I want because it's 697.
Is the divorce finalized?
Yeah.
So you have a copy of the divorce?
I have it with me.
And it doesn't say nothing in there?
It says support collections waived, and it's
what does it say about the money?
It says 697 biweekly.
For how many?
For 2 children. Correct.
Not allocated, not divided. Then it went from 6 9. I read your thing before I came out here.
It's 25% of 80,000 allocated. What's this allocated stuff?
Beautiful. You see, you never heard that word before.
But it doesn't mean anything to me.
It means a lot.
What does it mean? And where? I know. Go ahead.
To me, sir. Sure. You see, my worker came to me.
But are these child support terms allocated?
Yes.
All right. Well, I have other terms in there that this is an administrative order. An administrative order does not supersede a court order.
Yeah, but look at it this way.
You guys are enforcing an administrative order right now.
Sir, your 2 children are now emancipated. They are now over, let me finish. They are now over 21, and you never heard of the word allocated. That's scary.
There's no,
but listen to me.
The support, the divorce order is the ruling order.
We're not talking about the support magistrate. If you want to keep talking about support magistrate, you're going to go ask them this
So what's this allocated stuff?
Beautiful. So let me explain. You see, that's why I say that story again. And you just said the story again, which means the first child, Bridget, you didn't go back to court. This case didn't go back to court until 11 months after that child turned 21. 11 months. If your order has started off originally being allocated, the minute Bridget turned 21, we would have shut that
But what
down.
order you guys, what's the original controlling order you guys are working off of?
697. From 697, your money went to H33, right?
No, well, you talk, what 97? What are you talking about?
697.
What's that?
693.
Okay.
What was the first amount?
697.
Are you asking me what is 697?
I know it's 697.
Okay,
but
from
who
697
increased to 697?
No, that's is what I'm asking. You see, if you're asking me who increased, you will ask the courts that question. You don't ask us that. We are not the ones. Let me finish, please. We are not the ones that write the order. What we do is whatever order from wherever.
But you're enforcing the order.
Yeah, we enforce, but we are not the one that wrote it. But your question has to do with the amount, with who wrote it.
Listen, this agency and the support magistrate are on the same team. You guys are all work for child support enforcement. Yes, you do. I have all the papers. I have. Trust me.
Sir,
You guys all work for child support enforcement. You guys are contracted with the federal child support agency. So support magistrate writes up an administrative order, sends it to you guys, and then you guys swear by it. Yeah, but you don't. But you're an administrative agency. You're not a judicial court.
That's what I'm saying.
So who are you guys to enforce to take money from me? And it's not a court order. It's an administrative order. Administrative orders cannot take my property. My property is protected by the United States Constitution.
This is what we're talking about now. I want to be clear. What is it you're asking of us? What are you asking
Well,
of us?
you guys are continuing to take money from for 2 years from my daughter, and then you don't want to give me any credit for it.
Because your order was, we're not going to give you credit. Because
Why not?
It took you that long to go back to
No, but you guys had no business taking the money. You have no court order. You have an administrative order.
Okay, so if you want to debate on the administrative and the judicial...
No, but you're throwing
please,
words at me like allocation, like for
please,
your
let me
words. But then when I
finish,
throw
sir.
your words at you, you don't want to address it.
Let me finish, sir. That is why I keep asking you, what is it? This is customer service for support.
I know that because I never agreed to have my money taken by you guys. Oh,
It's
yes,
not,
I do.
Please, it's
yes,
not
I
your
do.
decision.
I have an agreement
Sir.
that exempts me from you guys. Yes, I have it.
What
Yes,
is that?
42 USC 666
What is
A
that?
sub 8. You want me to show it to you?
No, explain it to me.
No, let me show it to you. No, I want to show it to you because I want you to be clear. Okay, this is a federal law. You don't want, but you want to throw allocation at me.
I want to...
Okay, I got all the terms here. Well, first of all,
What does it say?
support retroactive. This is your guide. This is your book, by the way. These are all your books.
That one you just quoted,
Oh, look at
what
that.
does it say?
Oh, that's me paying. But hold on a second. This is the ruling document. That's from a court. Look, I'll got glossary of terms, so I can look up allocation if I want. Okay. Title 4D, income withholding. When a party demonstrates to the court or administration processes, finds there is good cause for income withholding or a written agreement between parties for an alternative agreement. That's what I have here. So that exempts me because, and I don't care about this word at this time nonsense. That doesn't mean anything. This is a court order. This is a court. See how it's entered? Okay, this is the ruling document because this came from Supreme Court. Family court has no jurisdiction with this nonsense.
Can I have that paper? You
Okay,
have?
what does it say?
No,
Support,
can I have-
waives. There you go.
This is your divorce decree, right?
It's a stipulation. That's a contract.
Oh, wait, no. This is a contract between
That's
both
a
parties.
contract. Administrative procedures, a method by which support orders are made and enforced by an executive
Was
agent.
this stipulation incorporated into the divorce?
Nope,
So it stands alone.
it's a private agreement.
It stands alone. Eh? You said private agreement?
It's a private agreement.
Why wasn't it incorporated?
Sure it
into
is.
the
It doesn't
divorce?
have to be.
It doesn't
It's a
have to
private agreement. It can't be.
Okay, so if it's a private agreement, it stays private. It has nothing to do with us.
Wow, I don't see anything about allocution in here.
Are you listening to me, sir?
Doesn't
This
matter.
is a
You
private
you
party.
cannot. You're stealing from me right now. All this money that's being taken from me is a theft because I'm a retired police officer. I'm telling you that that's not a court order. That's an administrative order. I don't work for you guys. I don't work for the federal government, and I'm not a state employee. So how is an administrative order taking my property? When I have a court order that I went through the process of getting divorced. Most of the people in here, let's be honest, are children out of wedlock. Well, my children, paternity is already established because my name's on the birth certificate. My ex-wife is not getting public assistance, so why are you guys interfering in my child support? Oh, by the way, look at this. This is child support for a whole year, long before I got here. Look at that. So what are you guys interfering in my business, taking my money, freezing my bank
Can I
account?
ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? When I check the system, I see you have a return date for June, correct?
I'm not going back for that nonsense because I'm
So
no.
I'm
See,
not finished.
you
I'm
don't
not
go by the
finished.
law.
Sir,
You go by the law.
sir, I'm not
I got to go to
finished.
court to prove that my daughter's 21 when
Sir,
she's 21.
Sir, I'm not finished. Since you have a pending court date, You see all these issues that you have.
It's my. Oh wait,
will have to
look
be
at that. Remember you
addressed
told me.
with the
Look at
judge.
that. No judgments on file.
Okay, all these issues you have would have to be addressed with the court, with the magistrate. Okay.
Do you have
Because you have a return
do you
date.
have a court agreement saying that you could take my money?
You're going to ask that question of
I'm
the judge,
asking
sir.
you because
No,
you
you're not
guys are the
asking
ones
me.
taking my money.
You're not asking me. You're going to ask the judge. Whatever you want to question
judge?
about this, you have a pending court date, right?
That's
The
not
support
a
magistrate.
judge. Stop
The
calling her a
support-
judge.
Okay,
She's
the
not a
support
judge.
magistrate.
She's
You
an
go back before
administrator.
her. Okay, you will go back before her and ask her all these questions that you're asking of us. Okay, sir? So whatever the outcome
I know your
is-
customer, but again, I'm not a customer. I didn't ask you guys to interfere in my life.
Sir.
So you guys just stole $4,500 out of my bank account. There's no court order.
If you say stole, which means
Stole means you took it without the court.
you
No,
can-
there's no court order.
No,
Look,
no, it's a court issue.
it's not court issue.
No, no, you
No,
say
you
please.
go to court and tell them that we stole
Listen,
your money.
child support operates inside family court. Those are child support hearings. That's why I got this CSMS number on it. It's an administrative order. I know all this. I've been in court before. That's not a court. I never saw a trial, and I never saw a judge. It's an administrative hearing.
ask
It's
you
a
a
big
question?
charade.
Can I ask you a
It's all a
question?
big charade.
Can I ask you a
You're
question?
asking me a lot of questions. Go ahead.
You are the one asking a lot of
No,
questions.
no, no. Well, I'm the
trying
one
to-
proving. I'm proving to you that you have no
prove it
right
to
to
us.
take my money.
Go prove it to the support
Oh,
magistrate.
it's in court, not here. This is
Go.
a, this
Yeah, but
customer service. This is customer
I am not a
service.
customer. Well, let me ask you something. Does BJ's and Costco order people to pay for their membership? Do they go to the court and say, "Oh, you got to pay X amount of dollars to join our club"? You guys are forcing me to join a club. I don't want to be part of your club.
Sir, that is what I need to address. You see,
But you're making sense. They don't
Sir,
listen.
listen,
They
let me
work.
think-
You
let me
guys
not
work
let me-
together. When I go there, they ignore me. See the questions that I'm answering.
so in essence, the question you cannot ask of them, you're coming to ask of us. When we
No,
cannot
I'm
give you the
trying. I'm
answers.
coming here to say, where is the
Okay.
court order? You
One
guys
more
are.
thing.
But
Beautiful. Say that question again.
court order.
Wait. That brought us into
Court
it.
order.
That brought us into it.
That's not a court order.
Wait,
That's
listen.
not a court order.
Listen.
It's not signed by a judge and it's not signed by a clerk.
You want me to talk? You see all this thing you have here? I'm sure in between there is what they call.
Do you want-
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
There's what they call administrative change of payee. 1 minute, I'm not done. You see, you are the NCP. Let me finish.
I'm not. I'm a man.
No, you are
I'm
the
not a.
NCP.
I'm not.
The
I'm not a
NCP
non-custodial parent. I'm a man.
No, the NCP could be a man or a woman.
No, no,
That's
no, no.
why I said NCP.
A man
Let me
has.
finish.
Every man has rights.
Let
An
me
NCP
finish.
has no
You
rights.
don't know where I'm going. This is what I'm telling you.
NCPs have no rights.
Sir, this is what I'm saying. The NCP does not control.
My
the
kids
case.
don't call me NCP. They call me dad.
To God
Thank
be the
you.
glory. But
Thank
this is what
you.
I'm telling you.
I know you've
The
gone through
CP
all these courses and they teach you guys how to divert. I know all these things. I know all about
You
it.
don't even know what I
I
wanna
know all
say.
about it.
You don't know what I want to
Let
say.
her finish,
What do I
let her
want to
finish.
say?
Good. I want to hear where you're going.
You keep saying that the agreement is between you and the lady.
Correct. So,
right?
yes.
Okay, wait
Go
now.
ahead, go ahead.
There is something they call administrative change of payee. Let me finish. Oh, you never heard of that one?
But where do you get that right to do that?
That is what I'm going at. You see, the NCP doesn't have a right to
I know that.
Oh, beautiful. You know who has the right to change how she gets her money? Is the custodial parent, which means whatever you have here that says pay her directly, when we finish, she can get out of the court and now say, I don't want him to pay me directly. She comes to us and does what they say.
She can't. She's violating. She's
Sir, it is
violating an
in here.
agreement.
She's not violating
No.
anything.
It says it right here.
No,
She cannot.
no.
No, but
can.
here's the thing.
She can.
She can.
But no, she cannot. She
can.
can because you guys get away with it.
can.
She cannot.
Okay, this is a
She
content-
doesn't. But listen, she doesn't get public assistance. She works for a living. She owns 2 houses.
That
So how
why
is she?
That is why she has the right to control.
She doesn't
the
have
case.
any rights. She
Okay,
has rights
that's
for you
it.
guys because you make money
That's
off
it.
of
We
it.
finished. We finished.
You guys make $66 on every $100 you steal.
We finished, sir. Okay, it's a court issue now. Whenever the
Hold on a
judge
second.
decides, please bring it to us.